Welcome to this special Nintendo Direct edition of the Nintendo Podcast. I'm joined by Simon Zero Jones Ball, James J. Moyles, and James Jim Bob Langston. You want to say howdy, guys?
I do. Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Yep.
That was surprisingly well done.
I never heard any of it. I only just clicked on listen in, so I look forward to those 12 seconds that I've missed.
You threw a little wobbly, but you maintained.
Good on him. Good on him.
Yes.
Skills. That's skills with a Z, naturally.
Do we have Mr. Langston?
It doesn't seem like we do.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe.
Right, okay, apparently, if I have the headphones in, that means you can't hear what I'm saying, so I don't really think headphones are for.
We can hear you.
Can hear you now, yeah.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you, yeah. I can hear you through the speaker, but I thought to avoid the feedback and all that, I'd have the headphones in, but apparently that stops the microphone on the phone from working, so...
Right.
Odd.
Okay.
Yeah, but, it probably doesn't. If you know what you're doing, it's probably fine. So, okay, I'll just have to hold it to me ear, sort of old school, and hope that you don't get any of my horrible nasal heavy breathing.
Fine and fair enough.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you want to rattle another intro, Mass, or do you not want to be subjected to that?
I'm not going for it again, because I know I will muck it up.
No, I want to hear you do another one.
And it's only like...
This is it. This is podcast gold.
Yeah, this is and actually, I listened to the Dreamcast podcast the other day, and their podcast started like this, talking, and they were like, all the professional ones, like, pretend like they've already been talking for a few hours. So
I don't think we can pretend to be professional.
No.
Happens are all the way.
Just like the BBC, yeah. So Children Need, Dermot O'Leary was just sitting there.
But anyway, we're here to talk about the direct. I can't even talk. This is why I don't do intros.
Excellent. One take. This is good.
Yes.
I'm getting flashbacks to that E3 one. I'm sorry.
It must be something to do with Nintendo. Anyway, they started off with Twilight Princess HD.
They did indeed. Yeah.
It's big. It is big. But as sort of a part of the theme running through it, it's also sort of old. I mean, it was rumoured for weeks beforehand, so it wasn't a massive surprise. I suppose I was slightly surprised by how soon it's going to actually come out.
Yeah, when was it again?
March.
That is soon.
And it comes out like a week before Hyrule Warriors Legends.
Well...
Sorry. Try harder. Sorry.
I mean, that's a little sooner than I expected, and it's kind of concerning as well, because whilst I liked Twilight Princess, I don't think it's, too much of a stretch to say it was a pretty ugly game, like, all in all. Like, looking back on it now, especially, just so drained in terms of colour. And I was kind of looking to see a bit of change in terms of art direction, but I guess it is an HD remake, so they can't tinker with it too much.
No. Plus, you got that cool Wolf Link amiibo.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never buy it, but
no.
It looks nice. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I might get hold of it, tempt me back into the old amiibo game. Oh, not good. Hundreds of pounds of useless plastic.
Yeah.
What did they say that the Wolf Link amiibo will do?
They didn't say anything, but it will transfer data across to Zelda U, which we also saw, for 13 seconds.
I wanted to see more of that. Oh, I really did.
Yeah, it was just there to say, yeah, it's coming 2016, it's still Wii U, that's all. here's your Zelda feel until then with Twilight and Hyrule Warriors Legends.
It did look pretty though, didn't it?
Yeah.
It does look very nice.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They almost sort of did think, while you're waiting for the game you really wanted, here's this. Perhaps it wasn't so smart because they sort of went, here's Twilight Princess HD, and here's Zelda Wii U, and here's Twilight Princess HD, here's Zelda Wii U.
Yeah.
It's, sort of a bit. I guess it did look a bit better, and I certainly agree with you, Jay, that the the old original GameCube / Wii one was very sort of bloom heavy, and typical of that era from 10 years ago. But I wouldn't say it looked an awful lot different from what I remember. Of course, this is what I remember and not what it was actually like. But I'm guessing it was the new version because it had the interfaces updated with the Wii U controls. So
yeah, I mean, I thought the same when I saw the trailer. I was like, this doesn't look too different. I mean, I immediately saw the difference when they showed the footage of Wind Waker HD because you could see the line was better, the textures, there wasn't too much to improve there. It was a pretty looking game in the first place, but the texture quality was higher. With Twilight Princess, I was like, it looks better. I know it looks better, but it doesn't feel like it looks better. But then I watched the comparison video,
that's what I was going to say.
I recommend that if you're still not too sold on the higher level of graphical quality, check that video out because you look at it and it is night and day in some of the areas. Like Hyrule Castletown is just, it's unbelievable how kind of murky the textures were. Now they're quite crisp, even if they are still too fantastic. They are crisp, really clear. Like same with Zant's helmet, just really really nice textures. So yeah,
it did look like you said in that comparison. Plus, like you say, Wind Waker HD, that was done by Nintendo themselves, wasn't it? When they said that they were playing around with graphics. Well, this is done by, I'm not 100% sure on their name, but they did Mass Effect 3 port, and they did the DSX Human Revolution port for Wii U. It's an Australian company. And all their own games have been like Ben 10 and stuff like that they've done. Yeah, so
Ben 10, Twilight Princess. There's no difference whatsoever. We've hardly seen the join.
Yeah, so if it was like Bluepoint doing it, but the studio that is doing it, it doesn't look bad really from that comparison video.
I'm sure Ben 10 could turn into a wolf, so they've probably got experience with that.
Yeah,
that's what the Amiibo does.
Turns into Ben 10.
Yeah, but turns into Ben 10, that turns into a wolf.
Yeah. So sticking on Zelda, like I said, I brought up Hyrule Warriors Legends. What do we think of Linkle actually being real?
I wasn't aware it was a thing in the first place, so it was quite a nice wee surprise when she popped up. I think, and I posted this on the forum, I think she's going to be the protagonist for the Wii U game because the Wii U Link did look oddly feminine.
Yeah, and the Wii U Link is right-handed, not left-handed as well. So she might make a difference. I don't know.
But
that's a good point. Sorry, I was going to say, going back to Twilight Princess a second. Sorry, are they porting the Wii version or the GameCube version?
GameCube version, because he's right-handed.
Shit, it's all going to be backwards for me. I'm going to have real trouble.
No, you played it backwards, you mean?
Not well. I think you find that my opinion is the correct one. But basically, oh shit, I'm going to be running into walls and all sorts because I think that's where the entrance is, and I'm just scraping Link's face across the cave. Oh no. Anyway, sorry about that. That seemed like a very, very important thing. But oh no, I'm still going to get it.
Yeah, that's what I said. Of like he's left-handed in Twilight HD, but then the Link in the trailer that we saw for Zelda U is right-handed, which is unusual for Link, apart from that odd mirrored Twilight Princess.
Yeah, what else is unusual for Link?
What?
Being a girl.
Yeah, that could be the thing. It could be a girl, and the girl Link's just right-handed.
I'd like that. I think that'd be a neat change.
Yeah, can only agree with that. The best thing would probably be to give you the option of which one you start the game as.
Oh, that'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people always talk about, is Zelda an RPG? But that is a real, RPG element I could really get behind with Zelda.
Then we got even more Zelda with the 2DS ones now available on Wii U to download.
The what? Sorry, the 2DS ones.
Yeah, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks.
Oh, you mean the 2D DS? I thought you. I thought you meant the 2DS, the 3D.
No, I meant the
yeah.
2DS games.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
The pair of the DS games, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did exclusive games for that.
I know, right? Amazing.
Yeah. No, but
It's like a link between worlds, but he's always the picture.
Listen, I would play the hell out of that.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. I've not played those ones. I own them, but I've never played them. Are they any good?
I couldn't say. I've got Phantom Hourglass, but I've not actually played it yet.
I quite like Sorry, Jim.
No, you go. I was just going to ask any of you played it.
I've played both of them. I think Phantom Hourglass is slightly better, but there was always the issue for people. They had to return to this particular dungeon. You got an item outside of it, and then you went back to the sort of central dungeon and were able to go down another floor, and that activated another dungeon outside, if I remember rightly. And people got very annoyed having to go through this central dungeon again and again and again and again and again. So that was a bit of a drag. I liked it because it was sort of the Wind Waker world. You were back on the boat. I really enjoyed the boat on the original Wind Waker. And just that sort of different kind of freedom of travelling. Spirit Tracks, I liked less. The train was a neat idea, and then it just became really boring because it was just funneling you from place to place to place to place. And you were never kind of exploring a world.
Yeah,
Which I know is levelled against Skyward Sword. And I like Skyward Sword. I just didn't like the implementation in Spirit Tracks.
A train seems kind of counterproductive to Zelda in itself because, I mean, the whole fun of Zelda is that you're able to go anywhere you want. I don't know if that was the case in Spirit Tracks, like you're able to lay down the tracks yourself or something, but if it is just set tracks, I'd be a bit miffed for that, to be honest.
Yeah, it was set tracks, and you got to sort of change points occasionally to travel in different places, but that was about it in terms of freedom of movement until you got somewhere that had a little bit of that. So a city or the rabbit place. A very terrible memories of this.
Oh boy. Yeah, I was definitely one of those people. You're saying about Phantom Hourglass. Because you went back to that central place so many times. Of course, this is my problem because I'm an idiot. But I basically forgot like which sort of go round it was, and you know whether I could go down another floor or not. So I routinely found myself dying because you had a strict time limit in that dungeon, as well as the fact that it was repetitive. Yeah. So I just found myself getting lost, and so it wasn't my favourite.
Odd one. And they announced free content for Triforce Heroes. Has anyone played it? I played it briefly. I know. Didn't you pick it up, Simon?
Yeah, I've got hold of it. I've not had much chance to play it. There's been stuff to do at work, sadly. What I have played so far, it seems kind of... I mean, I've only got 2 or 3 levels in. It seems relatively straightforward. But I can tell if anything gets more kind of fast-paced, it's going to be a little bit of a pain switching between people and moving them around and shuffling and toteming and all sorts of things like that.
Are you playing it by yourself?
I'm playing it by myself at the moment, yeah. We will eventually, as the GNamer forum, get together and sort out a go of some kind so that we can romp through it. I hope.
Yeah, same here. Because I've only played the 2 levels on my own. It's like I'm bored of going back, changing the link, going back, changing the link again, and keep doing that. It gets a bit tedious. Keep switching the links backwards and forwards. They should have done it like 4 swords. We can control like all 3 or something in one go. Maybe much easier.
Yeah, it's a shame, really.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I always plug more cooperative Zelda, so I suppose I should just get on with it, really.
Yeah. Free content's always good, so you can't really moan of that. I think that's coming in December. And talking about coming December, we've got Paper Jam. I'm not 100%. What is the full title? Is it Mario Brothers Paper Jam or something like that?
Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros.
Yeah.
They have to have Bros at the end now on all the Mario and Luigi games. It is the law. Even if it
I
doesn't
read
make any
that.
sense.
I read that as it was a hot rumor going about. You know, I read that somewhere.
Yeah. Exciting, attractive man who put that on the forum.
I don't know who that could be.
Yeah. Is anyone actually that excited about it?
Bala, isn't he?
Yeah.
The only one.
Yeah, terribly. I
Mm.
mean, it's interesting. I mean, to me, slightly, both series are sort of losing their appeal a little bit with each new iteration, particularly Paper Mario. I mean, Thousand Year Door is one of the most amazing games I've ever played. I think it's in my top 3 games of all time. And then, sort of slowly but surely, they've got away from what that was, sort of much more experimental ideas. So that's a bit of a shame. I like to see Paper Mario back in a proper RPG. Then Mario and Luigi is sort of slowly drifting away from what it was. I mean, if Dream Team, I refuse to say Bros, if Dream Team had been like 10 hours shorter, it would have been my favourite 3DS game by miles. But it was too big, too bloated.
Right.
Hopefully,
Oh.
Paper Jam Bros will be a little thinner. Paper thin.
I see what you did there with the thinning. That's good.
Yeah,
That's very good.
If I get any RPG, if I get any RPG, it'll be that. But don't know.
Yeah. The only issue, it's not really an issue, but it comes out on the same day as Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yeah.
That would be an issue.
If you're going to go buy one, you're more likely going to buy Xenoblade. I know obviously Paper Jam's got a big audience being on the 3DS, but you got to think most Wii U owners most probably own a 3DS. Well,
They're gonna go for Xenoblade.
They're gonna go for Xenoblade, aren't they? Really?
That's the Christmas game this
That's
year.
what I don't always get.
Unless you're not a JRPG fan, you know.
Yeah, but I always don't get Nintendo's logic. Oh, we'll bring out all these games at the same time. It's like just spread them out.
You got choice, I suppose.
Yeah, I got choice, but originally, obviously it was delayed, Star Fox Zero. But at one point you had Star Fox, Animal Crossing, Amiibo, and Mario Tennis all coming out on the same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know it was that close together.
Yeah, they were
all
all
the same month, but wow.
Yeah, and now it's like
they were.
it's just so stupid of them. I think sometimes Nintendo.
Yeah.
What are you saying there, James?
I was going to say it's like they were banking on one of them being delayed or something like that. Though it's just a joke, Let's put them all on the same day. Just everything on the same day. Zelda U that could come out in November. The NX that could come out in November. Yeah, bro.
Or they're like in the office in the dartboard or something like that one's coming out in November. Oh crap! Everyone's coming out on the same day.
They had a pro darts player, so he kept hitting the same triple 20 all the time. So everything came out on the same day. Yeah.
So. Seeing I brought Xenoblade up, what's people's thoughts on that? It looked, it started off a bit silly, but then got into the sort of meat on the trailer. It looked pretty decent.
That looks incredible. That's right up my alley. I mean, I know if you're like Kappa, you know like your JRPGs and whatnot, it probably looks like the pits, but that looks like Game of the Year material to me.
It could be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a stacked year for games, but that looks like something special.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Zero?
I'm still only about 3 hours into the first one, so I have to admit to not paying particular attention to that part of the direct. I'm sure that when I pick it up, it will be totally amazing, but was it 120 hours of gameplay?
Yeah, that's what this saying. I watched a preview piece. It was a Nintendo only sort of YouTube channel, and they were doing a piece like preview, and the build that they were given had a save file, and you don't get the mech. I think they're called scales to about 25 hours in. And then like one of the save files was the end boss, and it was the end whatever the bit is, and it was like 100. It was over 120 hours or something.
Wow.
Obviously, that reading on the forum, apparently you kind of need to do side quests and stuff this time around.
Well, I think the issue with the original Xenoblade was that the side quests were all either very samey or just not worth it. So I think if you do need to do side quests, that suggests that there's a bit more meat to them this time around.
Yeah, apparently they're all character driven, a bit like I suppose like Mass Effect. Oh, you got to do this character's side quest and
So I
stuff
could
like
get
that.
behind that, and that just makes it sound like an entirely better experience as well in the first game. Like the learning from Xenoblade was a huge game, but you could probably easily strip away a lot of that game's content and not really be missing much.
Yeah. Are you talking about huge? The whole game actually doesn't fit on the disc. You have to download some of it.
Seriously?
Yeah, they've got like 6 download patches. You can play the game without the patches, but apparently like textures aren't runs not as well, and like there's some scales are missing and stuff like that. Yeah, I think one of the packs is like 10 gigs on its own or something.
Woohoo!
You can download. Yeah, it's like a. It's gonna be huge. Good job it's like nothing else out in December.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's just December is the downloading month. Oh, I do not like this new generation. This is getting ridiculous.
I know. Just on a little tangent here, I got Fallout 4 this week, and I was quite excited to play it. Popped it in the disc drive, and I had to wait on it to install for a good hour. I was not impressed. So yeah, I would not be impressed with Xenoblade if that was the same thing.
An hour, that's quite long. I've never had install times always been pretty quick on the PS4 for me, but I've not played Fallout. Andy's already finished that somehow. But we're going off subject.
Back to Nintendo Land.
Yes. You say,
but not the game, Nintendo Land.
No. Okay.
Too far back.
Saying about downloads in December, we got Fast Racing Neo.
That looked great. That looked really good.
Yeah, I played it at EGX. It was pretty good. I played 3-player split screen in a cup with some other press guy and the dev that was there. And
in a cup?
Yeah, a cup. In a cup.
It's like a fairground ride. I'm getting motion sick twice.
Yeah.
This feels so realistic!
It's not in VR, so it's not that realistic. But yeah, it was really good. And it's different because you have like the pads that make you go faster, but they're different colours. So you have to like switch your colours over, and you can only and you can only boost if you got that colour. So if you got like no blue, you can't boost on the blue bit, and that is it's pretty good.
Run out of blue.
Yeah, so
it's awful, isn't it?
No, it just I like this joke, and when I said it in the Skype chat last night, I'm going to use it again. It just looks like Nintendo outsourced F-Zero to an indie dev and just said, "Here, you have it." But that's not a bad thing by any stretch of the imagination.
No. Just don't call it F-Zero in case we do want to resurrect it.
Yeah.
Mean.
Yeah.
And speaking about F-Zero, it's like talking like with Captain Falcon. He almost feels like a Smash Brothers character now. That's how long F-Zero's been out of the game.
Yeah, like people that like playing, I gather, Brawl and the 3DS one and Wii U. That's like maybe like 10 years old or something. They were like, "Who the hell's this character? What's F-Zero? I have no idea what that is."
And then you think of like Marth in Fire Emblem, you'd be like, "Who's this?"
Yeah, but
everyone knows what Fire Emblem is.
Yeah, so everyone knows. Yeah, it's a strange one. Also in December we're getting Steam World Heist. I don't know if we're just getting it on 3DS or we're getting the 3DS and the Wii U version at the same time.
What was that again? Remind me.
It's the sort of strategy RPG or tactical RPG. It's 2D, and then you take it in turns. Imagine Codename Steam, but in 2D.
Oh yeah, I know what game you were talking about. Yeah. It looked alright, didn't it?
Yeah, it's it looks
an excuse to go back to the Steam World Dig universe is a good one. Really enjoyed that game. Of course, it's a completely different genre. That's the word, genre.
Yeah.
It's also not my kind of genre, but I'll keep my eye on it because I like Codename Steam.
Yeah, it's...
I don't know how that would work in 2D because I thought the point of like those kind of like XCOM kind of codename Steam style games is like you can maneuver around a big environment, whereas with 2D you're kind of restricted with the space you can move around.
I have played it, and basically you can move the characters and like hide them behind barrels or other type thing, and then you can like line up your shot. And like one of the characters has a laser sight, so you can point to your head. One of them has like a shotgun, so it's got like hardly any reach and all that. And you can collect hats.
Oh well, that's sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about the hats in that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, what else did we get? We got Super Mario Maker was shown, and we can check out levels on the internet that we want to play.
So why did they not actually just put that in the game? Why is it a separate thing you've got to do on the internet and then write it down for later? When you go back to your Wii U and play the game, why is the search thing not in the game?
Well,
Yeah,
the one
I
I
love Super Mario search function.
Well, the one I'm
Why-
bothered about is you can't just add your friends. Like, oh, if you've made a course,
Yeah.
I can just see all of your courses that you've made. That seems the most sensible.
Yeah. Everyone on your friends list is sort of automatically enrolled on the people you're watching. Yeah. It makes sense to me. I mean, it's hard to find sort of good quality courses at the moment. I've got a series of sort of screen captures on my phone of ones I've found on Facebook and Twitter and things. And it's going to take an age to play through. And then, there's no guarantee that they're any good. The thing I like is if you can't do the level, you can ditch it. Which is not the case in a real Mario game, obviously, because you've got to do it to get on.
Yes, that's very true.
Was there not an update for Mario Maker recently, or has that came out yet? Or...
Yeah, it had checkpoints, I believe.
Oh, that was much needed. Yeah.
Yeah, the proper power-up progression as well. So if you've had a mushroom but got shrunk down again, then you'll get another mushroom out of the block. Previously, you could only place individual kind of items, and as weird as it sounds, that really annoyed me.
Oh, so like if you had a mushroom and then you hit the block, you would get a fire flower.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Yeah, that's okay. But now, okay, I get it. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I really need to go back to Mario Maker. I played it for a few hours when it came out, played a few levels. I'm not very good at making the levels, so I was just seeing, what's...
Oh, I'm chronic as well.
Yeah, seeing what's like the most popular, and like, I'll try this, or like the 10 challenge where it gives you 10 random levels made. Sticking
Mass, have you, I was going to ask, Mass, have you uploaded another Mario Maker level yet?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
So I went on those, and you've uploaded the tutorial. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just sort of typical,
Yeah, like I said, I did the I was like, I'm not going to bother making anything really in this. I'm just going to see what other people make.
Wait, you uploaded the tutorial level?
No, because... and you got to upload a level before you can unlock the bit where you can see other people's levels, I believe. You got to make your own level first, haven't you?
I can't remember at this stage.
I got a thing. You got to make your own level first, and then you can get to like the menu that will let you play other people's levels.
That sounds about right, to be honest.
Yeah.
The sort of thing Nintendo would do.
I got a feeling that's why I uploaded it, so I can then actually get into the actual game.
Right.
I thought you were trying to pass off the tutorial level as your own or something.
No.
Hey guys, look at this really cool level I made.
No, actually, you have to make your own thing on this tutorial level. You just it's just as basic as anything.
Sure, I believe you, honest.
Yeah. Sticking with Wii U, we got some footage of Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Somewhere, and Andy's excited.
Yeah, I watched a Let's Play of that because it's out in America. It looks the most boring thing ever made.
It's a game to sell amiibos, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 8 amiibos and it uses all the Animal Crossing cards, so it has like 1,000 amiibos or whatever, how many cards there are. It looks. I don't know. It looks bad.
I'm not terribly enthusiastic about it. I mean, I enjoyed Animal Crossing New Leaf, and a genuine Wii U Animal Crossing. I would be tempted, but Amiibo Festival it's not a genuine Animal Crossing. It has been used to sell amiibos and make money, and it just makes me twitchy.
And the sad thing is, they probably will make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Or a good thing, depending on your viewpoint.
What else do we get? We got Pokemon Tournament shown. That comes with
That looks great.
which comes with an amiibo. Amiibo card if you buy it day one of Shadow Mewtwo.
That not so much, but the game itself looks fantastic. I love a bit of Tekken, and like mashing that with Pokemon shouldn't work, but it looks like it absolutely going to work. It's going to work even.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've not played much Tekken in my time, so I'll be interested to see how I get on with it. I'm not that great at the old one-on-one fighters at the best of times, but I enjoyed Injustice, as related as that is. And of course it's got a Pokemon in it, so how can it fail?
I'd say Tekken's easier than an Injustice, kind of like Street Fighter style 2D fighter.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this is actually going to work. Obviously, Tekken is like a 2D plane. This is like in a more of a arena, so it's going to play slightly different. And you can get like assist characters and stuff like that as well. And you can, assist Pokemon, I should say.
Yeah.
And the
Plus, will use Helping Hand.
Yeah, and I seen the and in the trailer showed you some anime guy or something. So I don't know if it's got story mode or some sort.
Yeah, what was that? Like suddenly there was an anime boy inside Lucario, and he powered up and was infused with the spirit of Lucario, and
that's a bloody deviant art again, isn't it?
Yeah, that seems weird. Yeah.
Is it one of the spin-offs where you become a Pokemon overnight and you have to find your way out of something or something?
Yeah, is that one of the Mystery Dungeon games?
Yeah.
So, is that going to be the plot line? That feels a bit weird.
It's part of the Mystery Dungeon universe.
That sounds horrific. Sorry, you've woken up. You're Lucario. Now you've got to fight in a deadly tournament against other vicious-looking Pokemon.
Against Shadow Mewtwo.
Against Shadow Mewtwo and Mega Charizard, and if you don't win, you're dead, and you're not even dead as you're dead as Lucario. So even your family won't get to mourn you. Sorry, I think that's a dark place.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Pokemon never die anyway; they just faint.
They faint. Sorry, they faint.
Just
that's
faint.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, they just faint. Also Mario Tennis, which was shown, which has like no content whatsoever.
They kind of brushed that one under the carpet in the direct, didn't they? They're like, it's Mario Tennis.
There's this in a bit. I've played a little bit of it. Go on, sorry.
I was just saying, I think there's only a little bit of it because it's sort of out imminently, isn't it? Really, so.
Yeah.
And
if they show any more, they showed the whole game.
There's still a show of a sports game, I suppose, as well. Like, oh yeah, it's tennis and there's power-ups.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's you got an idea of what Mario Tennis is.
Yeah, I really like Mario Tennis. So I actually might still get it when it comes out, but
I like Mario Tennis as well. Like the last one I played was Mario Power Tennis. That's the one on GameCube, right?
Yeah, there was never one on the Wii.
That. Well, there was Power Tennis with the Wii controls.
Was there? Okay.
Yeah, the new Play Control one.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
I do like me a bit of Mario Tennis, but I think there needs to be something more substantial done with it. Really, it's just not tempting. It plays pretty much like the N64 one. I had a little go when they were doing the Mario Maker tour around the country, and so you're sort of playing effectively gameplay-wise an N64 game on your Wii U and paying however much it is for the privilege.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the amiibo being used again in a serious way, but that might be it.
Well, how's the amiibo being used? Just of interest.
It's like the Smash Brothers for Wii U. You put it on, you can sort of train it up as a tennis player. Yeah. So it's the same sort of thing again, I think.
It's like it's how I like seeing the amiibo being used, like as giving the game added functionality rather than just basically existing as physical DLC, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Andy Mario amiibo as well. That'd be pretty cool.
There's two come out. There's a sullen looking Andy Murray and an even more sullen looking Andy Murray.
That game might lack content, but talking about content, Splatoon's getting even more content.
Oh, nice. Link.
Yeah.
That was a top segue.
Yeah. So,
Professional.
Speaking of things that have stuff.
So I've not played Splatoon for ages, but unfortunately Luke isn't here. But he loves Splatoon, and even more content surely can only be a good thing.
Can anyone do a Busco impression?
No, I can't.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's
I like what I played in Splatoon. I think, new maps and new weapons and stuff are coming up, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
So there's, new maps in rotation is always a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it doesn't feel like they've stopped. So they're announcing new content. It almost sort of seems like a sort of waste of time to do that on the Direct, because I only at most get to play it once a week. It just always seems to be constant. Every time I log in, they've added a new thing. Not complaining, obviously, it's great, and the service they provided to it. When it first came out, reviews were sort of a bit sort of sniffy, saying, "Well, there isn't a lot here." The same thing was said, I think, about Destiny.
Yeah.
And people's attitudes to that changed completely with the most recent add-on. And I hope people have to Splatoon as well, because that's got at least twice the amount of sort of stuff that it had when it was first released.
Yeah, I think
the great thing. Oh, you go, Matt. Sorry.
I was going to say, if I was to pop Splatoon in now, I'd be like, oh, look at all these new modes, like this rainfall mode or whatever, and all these new maps. It'd be a completely sort of new game. Like you say, Destiny. I played that not long ago because I'd taken King. I'd still not picked that up, but that was the same. It's like, oh, this is like a whole new game. I can get another 5 or 6 hours out of Destiny just because of the content they've added.
The great thing about Splatoon as well is that compared to Destiny, is with Destiny you're paying for the privilege of more content, whereas with Splatoon they're drip feeding it to you, but they're drip feeding it to you for free.
Yeah,
very true.
I know. When you think about it, it was out in May, and we're in the middle of November, and we're still talking about new content for Splatoon, which we haven't paid anything for, as you rightly say. That is sort of amazing stuff.
Yeah, and the last sort of big Wii U thing to talk about at the moment is Star Fox. It's not coming out in Q1, it's coming out in April.
I can live with that. It certainly looked a bit better than previous footage of it, but I sort of imagined it wasn't all gameplay. It looked a bit cutscene-y, the bits that I saw.
I was a bit dubious about it as well, but if it does prove that is the in-engine stuff, then that looks fantastic. Such a marked improvement over what we saw before.
Yeah, to be honest, I totally forgot about it, and it popped up. I was like, oh yeah, Star Fox. I forgot that was even a thing. Yeah. So.
I think sometimes the Star Fox series forgot it was even a thing. As long as it's into the screen shooting, then I don't mind, because it's about time they sort of came back to that.
I've heard they're adding a Star Fox amiibo functionality as well. You're getting a Prince Tricky one free with the game.
Yay! Pre-order generated.
I like Star Fox Adventures. But it just,
comment.
If it was called Dinosaur Planet, we would have no issue with that game.
It's not though, is it?
I know.
It's bloody Star Fox.
I know.
I'm pretty sure I'd have issue with the, no, that's too low, shopkeeper and stuff like that. Baphomet dads.
So that's pretty much all of Wii U. So now 3DS, a game that is shown came out today, Nintendo Badge Arcade. Anyone downloaded it?
I haven't. I've got in and then I've sat down to record. Really, it's one I was sort of interested in. Frank mentioned he'd got it on his Japanese 3DS, and I was like, oh, that sounds all right. Is it 90p for 5 plays or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah. I downloaded this morning, and you get 5 free goes on as soon as you log in and saying, here's your 5, this is what's going to happen. I managed to get 4 badges from my 5 plays from the badge machine, and then the rabbit tells you you can ask the rabbit, why am I paying for this? And he turns into a real rabbit, and you're just like, because if you don't pay for this, we can't make more badges and stuff like that.
Okay.
And it's got a few options, but one of them is called practice mode. And if you go to practice mode and you take out fake badges, and if you take out a certain amount of these fake badges in the one sort of play, you can earn goes to play in the proper one.
Right.
And you can only do the fake badge practice once a day. I managed to do that obviously today, and I've ended up with 14 badges without paying anything. And basically you have like a leveling up system, and you can put it on your Miiverse, like, I'm level 14, and then obviously someone like Frog that's been playing in Japan, he'd be like, level 140 or whatever, depending if you spent money on it or not. And then the badges you can use on your 3DS on the bottom as themes, sort of like make your own theme, and there's only themes you can only get in the game as well that like link to the badges. So like you get a Mario Kart badge, and then you get the Mario Kart theme, and then you can make it look like your badges are racing.
It sounds like a fun little diversion, but I don't know. I don't know how much I get out of it, to be honest.
It's an odd one. I don't think I'll really. If I'm booting up my 3DS or something, like, oh, I'm playing so-and-so on my 3DS, oh, let's check out this a second, but I'm not going to go out of my way to play it every day and see if I can get proper goes.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying 90p for 5 goes. Okay, I could get 5 badges in those 5 goes, but that seems a bit silly, 90p for 5 virtual badges.
Yeah, what can you do next?
Talking about free to play or free to start, Pokemon Picross.
Aha. This is right up my street. Mixing Pokemon and Picross. Amazingly, you can probably tell that from the title.
Yeah.
I think we're on, I believe it's Picross E6, which was the last one.
Right.
And that series has sort of become stale, really. As fun as it is, 4, 5 and 6 are pretty much interchangeable. So I'm glad that there's going to be some freshening up of the idea, particularly obviously with the Pokemon branding, because I'm quite into that. So yeah, that looks like something I'm picking up.
As it's free to play, I'll give it a go. I've never actually tried a Picross game. I know, didn't it start off with a Mario one or something on the Game Boy?
Yeah. There's Mario's Picross and Mario Super Picross, which was a SNES game in Japan, I think, which eventually popped up on the Virtual Console. I'm a Picross nerd, my apologies.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Then we got more Pokemon in Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon.
Looked like Mystery Dungeon, didn't
it? Yeah. Which is switched around for us in the US. Like, we're getting Paper Jam in December. In December, they're getting Mystery Dungeon in December. They're getting Paper Jam in February. We're getting Mystery Dungeon in February. I don't really get why they're switched. Seems odd.
The Darts player missed.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems an odd one. But yeah, like you said, it looks more like Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I played one really briefly because I think I picked it up cheap. It might have been the actual one you're saying that you played as a kid and then turned into Pokemon. It was not good at all.
I liked Mystery Dungeon. I picked up, I think it was one of the very first ones, or I think it was the one that came out on both GBA and DS. And I played the one on DS, and I really liked it. It's a bit, it's very samey and it's basic, but it's got quite a kind of nice charm to it as well.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then we got something actually good Pokemon related: Red, Blue, and Yellow.
Yeah, I thought that was good. I said on the forum that I've played Red and Blue recently as part of like Fire Red, Leaf Green, but I'm well up for a bit of Yellow.
Yeah.
I've never played Yellow. I was a Red man back in the day. I've still got the cartridge somewhere in the special drawer at home.
Ooh, special drawer.
I know. Yeah. It is special, let me tell you. I have a feeling it still works, but my Pokemon Silver, which was obviously released after, the battery backup just totally failed.
That happened to me.
That was very sad.
Mm.
I think I might get Blue. I think the idea of trading through your 3DS wirelessly is just brilliant because the link cable was an amazing faff back in the day. So I'm really up for this. The only thing, that will be wrong with it is sort of unbolting the brain of all the Pokemon things that have happened since. I can't read this. This hasn't got a nature. What's going on?
I think,
So it'll be interesting to think back to that time.
I think a lot of people will be surprised by just how basic the originals were, and like how janky some of the mechanics were, like compared to the later games. Like I remember Rap being a ridiculously powerful move in the first generation of Pokemon game, just because you were locked into that for quite some time compared to the future games. And just Psychic being stupidly powerful of a type because there was no real counter to it.
Yeah.
I'm all over that. I'm definitely going to be downloading Pokemon Red. That also comes out in February for the 20th anniversary. Can't believe Pokemon's 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must be expecting a proper Pokemon game in that year as well. There's got to be one coming.
You would think so. If they're really canny, there'll be some sort of link between the Red, Blue, Yellow and whatever it's going to be.
Like Nintendo love their anniversaries,
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to still think we've got Mystery Dungeon next year. We've got Picross. We've got Pokken. We've got Red, Blue, Yellow. We've got quite a lot of Pokemon without Z or something.
So the year's
not enough.
They'd be mad to have 2 years without some sort of main Pokemon game, I think, around October, November.
I agree totally. I think the cherry on top of all those lists of games to properly celebrate the 20th anniversary would be a proper Pokemon game as well. A proper new Pokemon game, I should say.
Yeah.
Is it too early for the new one, or are we just going to get Z?
I think we're going to Z.
Yeah, because obviously with the movie having the Mega whatever he is as well, it's got to be Z, hasn't it?
Zygarde? Yeah,
that's the one.
I think you're right.
Then the JRPG fest continued with Final Fantasy Explorers or Final Fantasy Monster Hunter.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not big into a Monster Hunter. I played a little bit of one of them one time on my brother's 3DS. But I imagine if you are into those sort of games and, you also like Final Fantasy, this is like the perfect game for you.
Yeah. I sort of like Final Fantasy, but I've never got into the Monster Hunter thing, possibly because I've never really played it online. I think the sort of the cooperative thing really appeals to me. So perhaps this is the one. I sort of feel like I owe a debt to proper Monster Hunter instead of Final Fantasy Explorers, though. God bless it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Final Fantasy thing, the actual sort of main series of games to me always seemed a bit sort of po-faced and, I guess, JRPG. So I guess if you ignore the Final Fantasy label, it does look like quite a good game. But I don't know. I think I'm with Simon. I think I should probably try Monster Hunter first.
You probably got a better experience of it, playing that. And it's still surreal, like seeing like PlayStation-centric Final Fantasy characters like on a Nintendo console, like Lightning or Cloud.
It's got a lot of like obviously guest Final Fantasy characters and stuff. The only good thing for me, it comes out on my birthday, or pretty much, so I might get it as a birthday present. But
nice.
like Shanks and Frank both played the Japanese one, and they said it wasn't great. But then, like Monster Hunter, it might live and die on its multiplayer. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's been several iterations of Monster Hunter, haven't there? So they've had time to sort of perfect that and tinker with it and so on. This is the first Final Fantasy Explorers.
Yeah.
So I suppose, I was going to say you're paying for the name, eek.
Yeah. Plus,
potentially.
Think about it. All the Monster Hunter clones, none of them's been particularly great. I don't know why that is. Why?
It's got the Capcom magic.
Yeah.
I am livid that you didn't use that perfectly natural segue there that I've set up for you.
For what?
Speaking of things that have returning guest characters.
Well, I thought we would leave that on to last because it's mostly the biggest thing from the Direct. your segue. So I'm going to segue into a different Square Enix title in Dragon Quest 7 and 8.
Massively up for this. I love me a bit of Dragon Quest. There were I played 4 of them on the DS. Got Dragon Quest 9, and I fell in love with it. Would you believe? As soon as my character found some manure. Because I'd never done that in a game before. And it was just so joyful. You found some manure! As if it was the best thing that could have ever happened at that stage.
I'm interested. What did you use the manure for?
I can't actually remember. I think it's a mixing item, mixing ingredient, which just sounds disgusting to me. But what can you do? Presumably for a thatched roof. I'm not really sure. I can't remember now. So I put 80 hours into that, Dragon Quest 9, and gradually got hold of 4, 5, and 6. 5 is one of the best stories in any JRPG I've ever played. So I'm pretty keen on the series, and the idea that 7 and 8 could have been trapped as Japan-only games just made me sad inside. But now they're not. I'm happy inside and outside.
It's a series that I've kind of missed. I've always known about it, but it's just an odd one. Like, we still never got that many on the PS1, and then like the PS2 I didn't really play, so I've kind of missed them all. I'm playing Dragon Quest Heroes at the moment, and I've only like 8 hours into that, but 2 of the characters I've just got to my party are actually in Dragon Quest 8. So it's nice to see like the characters. 8 is apparently supposed to be really good. So
is that the PS2 one?
Yeah, I'm more excited about that than 7. Out of the 2, if I had to go, which one are you getting? 8. Yeah, it's supposed to be quite.
I'm with you, Mass. Like, Dragon Quest is a series that has kind of passed me by as well, but it's something I think would be right up my alley. I mean, I love my kind of traditional turn-based JRPGs, and Dragon Quest is, right next to Final Fantasy as a pinnacle of the genre. So I don't know why I haven't played one yet, but this might be time for me to jump in.
Yeah, like I said, it's just passed me by. I don't really know why. It'd be great to jump on that, and hopefully they do well. So Final Fantasy Dragon Quest 11 comes over here as well. Hopefully.
Speaking of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy.
Fraud.
Yeah, Final Fantasy. That's what Bravely Default was based on, and Bravely Second.
Oh, he's good.
And Bravely Second End Layer is also coming out as well. Anyone play the first?
I have played and finished the first. I feel like I'm jumping on all these chaps. Sorry.
That's right.
Bravely Default had lots of really good things going for it. And the first half of the game is just brilliant, an amazing setup. And then the second half, without wanting to give too much away, it becomes incredibly repetitive. Which kind of sort of sullied the experience for me, really. So if they can find a storyline where that doesn't happen again, I'm well up for that as well. 2016 could well be the year of the JRPG for the 3DS, which is about time because it was a killer genre on the DS.
Yeah, it's a genre that I've always preferred on handhelds than on consoles. I don't know why. I've played JRPGs on consoles, but I've always preferred them on handheld. I think it's because like one of my first JRPGs was Pokemon, and obviously that was on handheld, so it discontinued the fashion. Either of you two play it?
No, it's something that once I eventually rebuy a 3DS sometime soon, it's something I hope to jump on because again, looks right up my alley.
Talking about what's up your alley, Mega Man collection.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a collection of the first 6 Mega Men. So if you have played them, there's nothing really too new for you apart from the concept art and whatnot. But if you haven't played a Mega Man game, this is a great jumping on point because the original NES Mega Man games are amongst the best.
Especially 2, right?
2's fantastic. I prefer 3, but that's just a personal preference. I think they added in sliding in 3, which just made traversal so much crisper. and it kind of starts to drop in quality towards 5 and 6, and the first one's a bit ropey in terms of its like difficulty spikes, but 2, 3, and I'd put 4 in as well with that, are fantastic jump and shoot games, I like to call them.
And it works with the with Amiibo as well.
It does, but I don't know what you get with it.
And in America, we're getting a gold Mega Man Amiibo for strange reasons.
Why not? Has there ever been a golden Mega Man?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, Woodman was kind of more of a when he got Woodman's power, he's more kind of a murky brown as opposed to a gold. That's the closest I can think of.
And the last sort of big thing for the 3DS was Fire Emblem Fates. With its
sorry.
Yeah, I am really interested in this. More so now with that reveal of this special edition, because my main pet peeve with Fire Emblem Fates was that to get access to everything, you were going to need to buy 2 carts and download the extra thing, or buy 1 cart, download the second one, downloading this extra chapter as well. So getting it all on 1 cart, I'm happy to pay a little bit extra to get it all on 1 cart. Yeah. So maybe they suckered me in. I don't know.
Well, you saying that about that, the pricing hasn't been announced for Europe, but it was stated. A cart or a download of 1 game is $40.
Okay.
Then
be 30 here. Yeah.
Yeah. Then, well, you think it'd be 40 quid. It always seems to translate exactly like that, doesn't it? $40 is £40. But anyway, 1 cart or a download is $40. Then you can download the other chapter for $20, and then you can download the third chapter for $20 on top as well. It comes to $80.
Wow.
The special edition has been confirmed at $80, so it has no saving whatsoever. But you do get an art book.
It's a fair whack of cash.
Yeah. Yes, so basically to get all the content, it's going to cost you $80, or most probably 80 quid.
It's actually 3 almost the same games, isn't it? It's the same game with like 3 slightly. In fact, it's the same game with like a third of it being available.
Yeah, I think it's up to chapters. I want to say either 6 or 14. I'm not sure what makes me think one of those 2 numbers. It is the same.
You just make it up. It doesn't matter. It's up to chapter 782. It's fine. It's okay.
I think up to that point.
A lot of content.
I think up to that point, it is the same game, and then it splits into whatever story you've picked. If you pick Birthright, Conquest, or Revelation. Apparently, Revelation is totally neutral, and you should play it last. So.
That's kind of disappointing to hear. I was expecting a bit more of a difference between each cart as opposed to, half the game's the same, or however much
I don't know how.
6 of the 782 chapters are.
Yeah, because I know in Japan they had, obviously we're not getting it, they had an eShop version where you could play the first 6 chapters and then you could pay for which one you wanted to go to, and you're like stuck in that. And then you had to pay like the $20 on top. So you like start it, and then if you're thinking, I really want to be one of the good guys, you would pick the good side, and then that would be it. You'd be stuck on that, and then you're like, I really want to play the bad guys. You'd have to then go pay $20 to download that story.
I just can't really understand why they've chopped it up like this. I mean, it's not like it's Pokemon where they're like chopping it up as a it built into the game's design. The whole fun of Pokemon is, there's some monsters I don't have, but my mate's got the other copy of the game. He's got the monsters that I need. I'll trade him over the ones he needs, and that's the whole part of the game. With Fire Emblem, you're not going to say, I recruited Marcus. Do you have Marcus? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and it's not like they can
it's
say.
on the other team though.
Oh no.
And it's not like they can say it can't all fit on 1 cart, because they've got all 3 games on the special edition cart for $80.
Yeah.
So, and they've actually confirmed there's already going to be day 1 DLC as well. Like they did with Awakening. Which has got like the first map for free, and then so there's loads of content coming, but it seems like it's going to cost you a lot of money.
That makes me sad.
To get the full package of Fates.
Because I love Fire Emblem, and seeing it kind of getting chopped up like that does make me sad. But I'm sure it'll be a great game unto itself. It's just I don't like how the kind of pricing route it's gone down.
Yeah. There's a few bits shown in the American Direct which wasn't shown in ours, which Mighty Number 9, Lego Marvel Avengers, Project X Zone 2, and is it Tierra or something like that? It's Terrarria. It's like a 2D Minecraft.
Once again, please.
Terrarria.
Definition, please.
Like Minecraft.
Oh, boy.
It's Terraria, yeah.
Yeah. That was shown in the American Direct. Any of that interest anyone? Project X Zone 2, possibly, because it has Shimu characters and has Fire Emblem characters in it.
I've played Terraria. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be. It's even better with mates. I played a little bit with mates on PC, and I think a few people in the forum have played it on PlayStation 4 as well. It's different than Minecraft. It's not as orientated on like kind of the building aspect. It's more focused on like the kind of combat. Like I think the goal is you dig underground, you find bosses underground or items to summon a boss. You kill that boss, you move on. So it does have more of a kind of driven goal, whereas Minecraft, there is an end, but you don't want to do the end. You want to build Princess Peach out of wool.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, yeah, I've played Terraria on PC, so I don't think I get the Wii U version. I think one of those things that's been on every other format already that probably most people have got access to one of the other ones and really played it. To be honest, I didn't really know what I was doing. We played at work once on a games night, and everyone built bases underground, and then I dug somewhere and basically flooded everyone's bedrooms. If that's what the Wii, if Wii U version's got like enhanced flooding of bedrooms, then maybe I will. But,
sign me up.
Yeah, you saying it's on everything. Obviously, there was, I gather we all know, and it wasn't shown. There was a huge sort of leak by Peggy of something that we thought was going to be in the Direct, but never shown up in Minecraft Wii U edition. But what's people's thoughts? It's definitely got to be coming, because why would it be age rated by Peggy? But just what's your thoughts on that possibly coming?
They're playing a really elaborate joke on us.
Yeah.
We'll age rate this and then not release it. Oh!
It possibly is a red herring. I mean, it would be good to have it on the Wii U, but I'm not sure I would buy it.
Yeah, I've never played it. You're a big fan of it, aren't you, Jim? Minecraft?
Yeah, to be honest, I again, obviously PC version mostly, but well, the thing is, I've been playing it sort of off and on for years now with a mate of mine, and sort of occasionally other people as well. In all fairness, we do sort of building and stuff like that, but it's also an excuse to sort of chat, because you can sort of like half concentrate on things and talk at the same time. But a Wii U version, so although I'm not too keen on maybe Terraria, Minecraft, you've got that sort of like the sort of the menu of items always up, and that's a touch screen on the pad would make life a lot easier. I don't know. I think Minecraft, and also the sort of the demographic that Wii U aims for, sort of perhaps a slightly younger age group, I think it'd be a great idea. So I hope it does arrive. Like if all you guys got it, I'll probably get it as well. Just see if we can build a giant. If nothing else, a giant grackler. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but you say like the Wii U
sort
of demographic. Is it really that? Because to me, I think Wii U's audience, due to the small install base, has mostly got on just the Nintendo sort of fans, and then like this younger like Minecraft appeal. Have they all just played it on 360 because it's sold like 100 bazillion copies on that console?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of people with a Wii U which is their only home console, so they won't have had. I mean, Zero's one of them here in the call. I mean, like they won't have had a chance to play Minecraft, and I think it's something that definitely everyone should play and see if they get on with it. I play a little bit on PC myself. I'm not particularly creatively minded, so didn't really get on with it too much. But I think with a group of mates on playing on Wii U, I think you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah, I suppose. Plus, it kind of makes sense because Minecraft Story Mode is still coming to the Wii U at some point as well, which always seemed really odd to me. But if obviously a proper Minecraft's coming, then that might make slightly more sense.
Is Minecraft Story Mode really coming to Wii U?
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow.
Telltale, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it won't be a very good. It won't be a very good port anyway on the Wii U. They don't get on with Nintendo consoles. I'm a veteran of Sam & Max Season 1, Sam & Max Season 2, and the Back to the Future on Wii. And
boy.
They were not good. I used a guide to get through Sam & Max Season 2 so I could then trade it in as quickly as possible and never have to play it again.
Yeah, they're not really good at porting anything because I think it was Tales of the Borderlands on the PS4 had Xbox button prompts or something in it until they did a patch. It's like Telltale were like really good at making stories, but like sort of bad at making games.
Yeah, some of their games are a bit of a technical mess, so a bit wary about Minecraft Story Mode coming to Wii U.
Yeah.
But if it does make its way over, I mean, I've heard it's actually a pretty good game, so who knows?
Yeah. There's only one sort of big thing that came out of the Japanese Direct, and that's Mother 3's on the Virtual Console.
What? Really?
Yeah. In Japan. But it might give us hope that it's coming. I don't know. But Japan now have it on the Virtual Console.
At least it can be played through a Virtual Console somewhere in the world if they get the translation sorted or buy the fan translation or whatever they need to do. We're a step closer.
I don't know why they haven't just done that yet. It's there, it's done. People deserve to play that game. I love that game so much.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'd like to play it, but yeah. I'm just gonna wait. See what happens.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, as the skeleton of Zero crumbles away, Mother 3 drops on the Virtual Console in 2121.
Yeah, the NX2.
The Z2 or whatever it is.
Yeah, that was about it. Really? Was there anything else?
No, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Then I thought I was watching a Sony conference at the end.
What's that on the horizon? Is that a cloud I see in the sky?
Yeah.
What's that coming over the hill?
What is with that sigh?
Yeah.
Listen, you had the segue earlier on. That's the one you're getting now.
Yeah.
Twice.
Speaking of Cloud.
Yeah, so Cloud in Super Smash Bros.
It's got to be a ballot result, first of all. I don't think they said that explicitly, but if it's not, that's just an astounding piece of, manoeuvring somewhere on someone's part to free up Sony's sort of original ace in the hole, Cloud Strife. I don't mind. I know there's some sort of talk that because he's not ever been on a Nintendo console
He's been in 5 Nintendo games. Games on Nintendo console.
That's a bit tenuous.
Kingdom Hearts, Chains of Memory.
Nintendo games.
There's some theatrhythms that you can play through as Chibi Cloud. But the original FF7, which that model is hopefully pretty clearly based on.
One's Advent Children, one's and one's Crisis Course, I think.
Which none of them have been on the Nintendo console. And one's a film.
Yeah, one's a film and one's on the PSP. So, but that's the costumes he's based on, from what I've seen.
I don't mind him appearing. I'm not going to lie. The fact that he's supposedly this sort of big Sony icon, I'm not bothered about that. My issue is that he's just going to be another sword fighter, and I can't stand sword fighters.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him in there. I was very shocked because that came completely out of left field. I was expecting Wolf, to be honest. That's genuinely what I was expecting. Because, Star Fox coming up on the horizon, you're expecting them to kind of start to build hype for that. Snake was an outside choice, but, that was just wishful thinking. And then Cloud, which I agree with you, I do think it's a ballot result.
But they never said that, though. And unless this direct, we're having a Smash Direct in December, says he was like one of the picks that we could do or something.
Yeah. I mean,
actually a game character, so they missed out Shrek, Goku, and Jesus and Hitler.
Yeah, it was like, which game character we can actually do? Oh, it's alright, we can do Cloud. Okay.
I'm telling you, Goku's coming.
Yeah,
this has opened up the floodgates.
I see. This is the thing. But it just seems so sort of weird. And I've seen like people on Twitter talking about like Final Fantasy VII and stuff now. And it's like Sony must be like, Kaz must be rubbing his hands. Like, everyone's talking about Final Fantasy VII. Guess who's got the remake? We have. And like Nintendo be like, oh. It seems a bit weird.
Yeah, I mean, if it isn't a ballot result, the only thing I can think that it is that potentially Final Fantasy VII Remake on NX?
Yeah, possibly. That's the only thing, yeah.
It's a thought. I mean, they obviously stopped making them for Nintendo consoles after 6, so it would sort of semi-be natural to pick up 7, I suppose. It's a fun one.
It'd be an interesting development to see if that was the case, because, if you're a Microsoft fan then, and a Final Fantasy fan, you're going to feel pretty hard done by. But I'd love to see it come out on NX. I really would.
But then, I think it's got the same deal as Rise of the Tomb Raider Final Fantasy VII, because they said it's first on PlayStation, the remake. So, if it comes out, you've got to think they've got to make Final Fantasy 15 still not came out yet.
It's coming next year, right?
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts 3's got to be done.
Year after.
So, when are we actually going to get Final Fantasy VII Remake? What, 2019?
21, same time as Mother 3 launches on the Virtual Console.
Yeah, so you got... Yeah, but it could actually honestly be 2021 or something, if it's 2019 or something on the PS4, and then it's like takes a year to get to NX. But
I said 21.
Oh. Well,
NX2.
So,
and they all going to be in house, because it sounds like they're going to be incredibly busy with very big titles crunched together. Because someone's working on Dragon Quest XI as well.
Yeah, they'll have different teams.
Yeah.
They have a different team, but I don't really. Square's record of getting out big games hasn't been great. Final Fantasy 15's been in development for 11 years now.
I reckon it's changed form since then,
Yeah, so I'm not sure. The only one that I think we're more likely to get is the Steam version of Final Fantasy 7.
That's a point, but I mean, it's still, it feels a little bit redundant now that we know there's a remake coming.
Yeah, it just seemed really weird. And then Cloud's also in Dissidia on PS4, so he's like in 2 fighting games. It's just like, it's just a weird situation.
I saw quite a funny comment, I don't know if it was on Twitter or Reddit or something, it said, it is so weird that Smash has become a marketing tool for other games.
Yeah.
Because Ryu, now Cloud.
Yeah.
Who's next? Tom Cruise when Mission Impossible 6 comes out.
Yeah. Unless it's just Sakurai's gone, I really like Final Fantasy VII. It's my game, I can do what I want. I'm putting him in.
I think he really likes money.
There's also that.
I'll end up buying Cloud, to be honest.
Yeah, I've not bought any of the DLC characters now, but I'm definitely buying Cloud.
Did you not buy Ryu?
No, I've not bought Ryu.
He's really fun.
Is he?
Yeah. He's really fun, Bala. Really fun.
I haven't bought Ryu either. He's the only one that I'd be, terribly interested in are the ones that have come out so far. But I don't know, I sort of resent how much it's going to cost to just place one extra fighter in the game, and then make some of the achievements harder to do.
Plus,
I suppose so. Yeah.
I just want the Cloud amiibo.
That is such a bizarre concept.
And that's going to sell...
It's going to make so much money.
Yeah, because it's going to sell to Final Fantasy fans, Sony fans, Nintendo. It's going to sell to huge... Oh, it's going to be the best-selling amiibo, surely.
Man, come on. I think Mario would probably sell more.
No, Link's the best-selling at the moment.
Is he?
Yeah, Link's the best-selling amiibo at the moment. But I just got a feeling Cloud, just because he can go to so many different fan groups, will do.
Not just again. Speak back to Smash. Not just about the character. The stage looked gorgeous. The Midgar stage.
Yeah. Do you know what I kind of want now in December?
What do you kind of want now, Mas?
Sephiroth.
Oh boy.
Somewhere on a forum in 2004, a little Final Fantasy VII fan is losing his mind.
And I thought whilst you were talking there, all the Super Mario Maker levels with the Cloud 8-bit sprite jumping around that are about to come up.
That was a clue.
Yeah.
It was there all along. We just put the pieces together.
Yeah.
Another thing about the Cloud being in the game is that the Smash music remixes are going to be phenomenal. Because Final Fantasy VII has an amazing soundtrack.
It does have a pretty good soundtrack.
I said amazing, not pretty good, Mas.
Actually, I was going to say, you started playing Final Fantasy VII on your iPhone or something.
I did.
How are you finding it?
I've literally got no further than the 13 minutes I'd already played. It's going to be a little bit fiddly because I've played Final Fantasy 2 to completion, and I'm most of the way through Final Fantasy 5. And it's sort of very straightforward to control those. You sort of slide your finger around to move, so on and so forth. And the inputs for Final Fantasy 7 on your phone, there's about 8 different things. Sort of maps all the PlayStation controller buttons out. So on the tiny screen of my 5C, and my sort of cack-handedness, it's actually quite difficult to control, to just move around.
Yeah, like I wonder about that because later in the game, it's not really a big spoiler in any regard. There's a chocobo racing minigame, and I don't know.
Everything is ruined forever.
There's a lot happens in it. Big story details,
The game's 18
trials and tribulations.
The game's 18 years old. I think people will know spoilers by now.
We're a professional podcast. We don't spoil games.
Yeah.
But yeah, the chocobo racing minigame, I can't imagine that being particularly fun to control on a fiddly touchpad screen.
What about the snowboarding?
Stop it! You're ruining the game.
How is that ruining the game? It's not...
He knows there's a snowboard in that now.
They say not told him so and so dies, and it's really emotional.
I know about that bit.
Yeah.
That's the biggest sort of out video game spoiler there is.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was his sled and he was really dead.
Did you know that Ganondorf is in every Zelda game?
No way.
He's not though, is he?
Probably not, but I was making a point, but it didn't really work, did it?
Spoiler for every Zelda game.
Not sure he's in Spirit Tracks. Sorry. Big nerd.
Yeah.
Spoiler for Spirit Tracks. Oh, God.
No, I was expecting Ganon, but no, he's not going to be there, is he?
Anyway,
I have to edit it out.
I got some facts about the Direct, and this one goes to Jim Paul, because I know you're a big fan of RPGs. Direct had 11 RPGs, and if you count Zelda, it's like an action RPG. It was quite RPG heavy. What's your thoughts?
Yeah. What about the fact there are so many RPGs, or the Direct in general? I mean, there's so many RPGs. To be honest, half the Directs in the last 5 years have been about that. It's like the ones that have come out. There's always been a Direct that has seen Blade Chronicles, the remake on 3DS, or the Shin Megami Tensei things, or all your Bravely Defaults and all that sort of stuff. Also I'm not a JRPG fan. I have finished basically Earthbound, and that's about it. I nearly finished Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, but you have to watch the 30-minute cutscene if you die every single time. There's no way of skipping it, so I didn't bother finishing that. I accept that there are a large number of people that really do like those games, and I am quite happy that other people are happy. I guess it's a shame, but that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, can't complain. It's not, it doesn't have to be all about me. If only the internet would know that. But doesn't really matter. There's Star Fox. There's 2 Zeldas now. 3 if you count Triforce Warrior, Hyrule Legend, Heroes Legends.
That sounds like a great Zelda game.
Oh, brilliant! That's
That's
my own lack of memory. So there was plenty for me. People are a bit sort of, a few down. These are all things we've heard of before. But I mean, you have to accept facts that Nintendo are having to do a lot of it on their own. Let's face it. Probably 80-90% of the games that we saw are, if not developed by Nintendo, then published by them.
But Square aren't even publishing Dragon Quest or Bravely Second. Nintendo
Exactly. As a software company, knowing the fact it's their platform, they're doing a truckload of stuff. So, I'm quite happy. And, I said that everything's going to be for me, but they're doing what they can.
I mean, that's quite it, isn't it? Like, there's always something for you. There's just not everything is going to be for you.
When I watched it, I thought Kappa is going to hate this Direct.
It's pretty true.
Yeah.
God bless him. Well, I think he's into the Pokemon games, isn't he?
Yeah, he does like Pokemon, so.
The old red, blue, yellow. And when I say the old red, blue, yellow, I don't think any of my students are as old as red, blue, yellow.
Oh, that's depressing.
Oh, no.
Isn't it just? Sorry, lads. Sorry, listeners.
You're old.
Yeah.
We're all going to die someday.
Yeah, but think about this. I'm as old as my students are now when I originally played Red.
Never mind.
I'm a terribly old man. I know what to do.
You have to show me a special drawer.
There's going to be a picture on Twitter after this. So it's...
the question to you, Jay, is... we were shown 16 things for the Wii U, 17 things for the 3DS. You own neither console. Did they actually show you anything of those 16 or 17 things that would want, I'm gonna get a Wii U because of Xenoblade and Zelda Twilight HD and Zelda U or 3DS again to play Fire Emblem Fates.
I mean, I'm fully planning to buy a 3DS probably. Maybe in the January sales, just because not only is there a lot coming out on 3DS, and you got Fire Emblem Fates. I'm quite interested in Hyrule Warriors Legends, Triforce Heroes Legends, whatever the game Jim Bob made up.
Legends Cross, get it right.
I want to go back and play Majora's Mask 3DS as well. So there's a lot there on DS, 3DS. As for Wii U, it's becoming more and more tempting. Xenoblade really did look phenomenal, like really phenomenal. That's a system seller for me, and I've not really seen a system seller from the Wii U that's something that gripped me as much as Xenoblade has, at least. That was a little bit scatterbrained, but basically, in short, I will be getting a 3DS again, and I'm now becoming more tempted by the Wii U.
Nice. And question to Zero, was there anything that you thought should have been in Direct, or that was missing. The one that I can think of, and I thought about it last night, was, I'm not going to try to say its Japanese name, but Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem was not shown.
Once again, please.
I'm not doing. Don't even ask me to go Jenna, Ibra, whatever the proper name is in Japan.
How will our listeners know what we're talking about?
They all know what Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem is. It's the game.
That's making assumptions, Mass.
It looks a bit like Persona.
Sorry, I should stop winding you up.
Yeah.
My tea is out now. I should be answering this question quickly and going downstairs and eating lots of food.
Okay.
I had an inkling that they formally announced Miitomo, to be honest. The mobile app thing. But that aside, I think everything was sort of nicely tailored to Q1 or a bit beyond of 2016. So I think they did.
Yeah,
they showed everything that they needed to do for that. Sort of, I mean, it's generated a bit of enthusiasm around the company again, hasn't it? I mean,
it has, yeah.
That's the main thing that they needed to do at this time. These directs, sometimes they do really well and sometimes they flop. But we were all sort of gagging for one, weren't we? There were weeks where people were going, oh, there's going to be one this week. And now it's finally happened. I think just a cloud has been lifted. Boom!
See what you did there, see what you did.
Yeah.
And on that note, that is the podcast over. Hope you all enjoyed this Nintendo Direct edition of the Nintendo Podcast, and we'll see you again. Bye all. Everyone say bye.
Ta-da!
Bye.
Bye.